And welcome to Sex Battles. It's your host, Jacob, again for another great show. Hey, much love to everybody who's been listening. Y'all been putting us on the charts. We're number one on the WCC network, so much love to everybody. Shout out. Our Sex Battle page right now, hey, is going to great numbers. Yeah, we got great numbers in WCC, our Sex Battles page. Much love to all 240 of you people who have liked our page, and hopefully you'll like it, everything that we've been talking about. Tonight, our topic is, very deeply involved and rooted in some people and situations, because we're talking to, should I say, the prison wives and significant others of inmates that are locked up in prison. Now, I've been talking to them for the past couple of days, and they got a lot to get off their chest. They got a lot to say. Just so you know, we will be doing a show next week, matter of fact, talking to the COs and, guards and the guys that work in the prison system. So you don't want to miss that show neither. But this one is going to be a good show. This is going to be a real good show. The show came about because I am friends with someone. We've been friends for a minute, and Netta actually hit me up, and we got to conversating, and she told me about her group that she has on Facebook, and the group of people that she has in there with her. Netta is here right now, so Joe, let's bring Netta into this conversation.
Hello.
Hello, Netta. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, Jacob. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Welcome to the show. I thank you for coming on the show, first of all.
Oh, no problem.
I think this is
a great opportunity for us.
Yeah, I think this is a real good topic for us to talk about. Like, we never done this before, so when you told me about it, I was all gun-ho and like, man, we need to bring y'all on Sex Battles. First of all, now tell us about what caused you to make a group for prison wives and significant others, girlfriends, whatever they may be?
Well, I have been in this life for a little bit now, and I was with my current fiance, and we were, he was doing a bid, basically. He had gotten caught up in some ridiculous stuff, and I felt kind of like I had no one who understood what I was going through. Mm-hmm. And I knew there was other girls out there like that, and I happened to stumble across a page that was dedicated to basically wives and inmates and so on and so forth. And I was like, So we started up. When we started, we were real small. It was about 16 of us. And we had actually met on that other page. And it was just a great place for us to be able to interact with each other and be able to discuss our feelings without being judged, basically.
I hear you on that, because I know it's a lot of stuff that's been said that people would judge you a certain way.
Correct.
The group consists of people from all over the place, correct?
That's correct. We have girls all over the country and girls outside of this country as well. The struggle's the same, just different locations.
Okay. Got you. So is there first of all, let's say the name of your group on Facebook.
The name of our group on Facebook is Prison Wifeys.
Prison Wifeys. That's WIFEYS? WIFEYS, Prison Wifeys,
okay.
Okay, correct. Cool. So, I'm sure that Netta and everybody else that's a part of Prison Wifeys would love you. For you to come and join their group and be a support team, that's what I look at it as, a support team, because I'm sure y'all talk about all kind of stuff that's going on and while your significant other is locked up. I heard y'all talking about waiting for phone calls and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's like waiting for the mailman, stuck in that mailman, like a prison wifey, that's for sure.
Man, I couldn't even imagine that. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I was trying to wonder, like, what it's like, but I couldn't even imagine going through that. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring in some of your ladies that you brought with you from your group. Joe, who all we got in here?
All the way from the 505, Marie. What's going on, girl? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Marie.
Hello.
Welcome
Hi.
to the show.
Thank you.
You know Netta. You know Netta, you know Joe.
Yes, I know.
How do you feel about Prison Wifeys?
I like it. I know Netta because she knew my husband when they were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And she found him, and then she found out he was married to me, and her and I started chatting, and she let me know about the group, and so I joined the group, and it's very supportive, very positive. We all have the same issues, and we go through the same kinds of, issues, and I think it's great. It's and there's a lot of positive stuff. There's a lot of other groups that are out there, and they're negative. Mm-hmm. They put you down, or they try to make fun of you. But in Netta's group, I have not had that issue. Everybody's supportive. They always have positive things to say, whether you're having good days or bad days. You need information. You can list whatever information you need, and there's always somebody that's willing to help you. So, yeah, it's a positive thing. It's good for everybody.
That's what's up. Joe, who else we got in here? I'm going to get everybody in here first.
We also got the lovely Miss Stacy. Welcome back, Stacy.
Welcome to the show, Stacy.
Hello. Hi.
You're listening to everything that we're saying. Stacy, how did you get involved with Prison Wifeys?
I was actually a part of another group, and the suggested groups came up, and I clicked on I joined the group, and it's a really awesome group so far. It's been, really no negativity. It's a good place to come and vent, and it's good to have somebody that's there to support you that know exactly what it feels like to go through the same exact thing. Like, for example, like you were saying, to wait for the phone calls, to wait for the mailman, and to go to Walmart and get pictures printed out and, on first-name basis with the photo clerk. Like, nobody understands what it's entailed in being a prison wifey or significant other. And I don't like the view society have of us as being weak, because I'm far from being a weak female or having low self-esteem. But in this group, you don't get that. It's actually like you can actually come there and just say what you have to say, vent, whether it's a good day or a bad day, a good conversation or a bad conversation, or even just to get other people's inputs or insights about what you're going through with your significant other at the time. So it's a really good place to be, a really good group to be a part of.
That's awesome. I love that, man. Need more groups on Facebook like that, because people just, woof. Joe, who else we got in here?
All the way from the 760, I believe it's Jamie.
Jamie, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
I am doing awesome. I had a great day. Oh, never mind. It ain't about me. So, Jamie, being a part of Prison Wifey, what does that mean to you?
It's good, because it's definitely a hard situation. I think me and Netta met on another support group, and there's a bunch of conflict going on, so when she opened up her group page, and definitely not like that. There's so much, support in her page.
I'm looking at y'all group page right now. It says we are a group of wives, fiancés, and girlfriends who are totally and completely ride or die with our men who unfortunately can't be with us right now. We are a family and support to each other till the day we are back in our men's arms.
Definitely is. Definitely the support there.
That's awesome, man. I'm looking at some of y'all pictures. Like, wow. The couple pictures.
Because there's a lot of judgment when, you're dealing with this situation.
I bet. Woo. I want to do a show with inmates, too. I didn't tell Joe this, but there's a lot of, I'm sure there's probably a lot of inmates that could do the show with you. Or should I say ex-inmates, or I'm sure they won't be able to call in, but...
Well, you could tell them to send our men home, and we'll gladly have them hook you up.
Exactly. You got that.
Joe, we got anybody else to bring in?
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the 585, Elise.
Elise, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome. I'm doing awesome. Y'all seem like such a great group of women. Like, y'all have each other's back and support each other and know everything that's going on. Have you ever brought anything to the group that they pretty much picked up on that helped you, like, big time with?
I don't think lately. I've actually been in and out. Because I'm in another group also, but I'm in this. I come in and out the group. I don't put too much on very often. I mean, lately I just put just happy for everybody doing their little visits, and I'm kind of jealous because I haven't had a day to go out and see my husband for a month.
Oh. Oh wow.
I have to wait until next month, unfortunately, but. It's okay. We have letters.
It's coming. It's coming. And so I'm talking to you. What is it like to receive this letter from your man you love? You haven't talked to him in I don't know how long yet. You just get a letter.
It's hard, but then again, I have our daughter who I look at and she looks just like him. So, and I've been doing this since I was 19 years old. So. This is, I guess, the hardest thing I've done in my whole life.
I bet. Joe, we got anybody else in there?
Yes, sir. We have a private caller. Go ahead.
Private caller. Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hi, this is LaToya.
Oh, it's Toya calling back. Hey, Toya. Welcome back to the show, Toya. I don't know how much you heard of what we were talking about, but we just talking to everybody, introducing you all to my listening base on YouTube. You're listening to Sex Battles right now with Prison Wifeys. We're talking to the wives and the fiancés, the girlfriends of prison inmates. Toya, if you had something to say to, let's say, your man right now, who knows, he might hear this. What would you say to him right now?
What I always tell him when he come home, he better not even tremble, breathe hard when he has asthma. I'm gone. This is my first and last time. It's stressful. I love him, and I stand beside him, behind him, whatever, 2,000%. Keep money on the books. Go see him every weekend. Write letters, and like she said, on first name basis with the photo clerk. All that. Print from your phone, sending it to CVS and Walgreens. Waiting on. I was upset because I missed my 6:00 phone call. Couldn't find the phone. So, stuff like that. Stalking the mailman. Do you have anything for me today? I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And my baby's saying, I want to go to my daddy's house. I want to go see my daddy, a 2-year-old. Good thing she's 2 and don't really know daddy is locked up. So it's really hard, but we try to keep faith and be positive about it, you know. Mine's to be home next year. He in there for drugs. Been a dope boy all his life, you know, and I came into the situation, look, you got to change this. Had he listened to me when I told him the night before, his ass wouldn't be in jail now.
They don't listen to us.
They don't listen. And I know it's hard, and it's some women, they have repeat offenders. Unfortunately, mine is a repeat offender, but not with me. Mm-hmm. And so I took the time out, and I know it's hard. I'm not rich. I don't have it like that. But I know some young ladies can afford the minute. So I was giving everybody $25 towards the phone. But, you know, of course, they took advantage of that, so I had to stop. But I try to do my part, and I, too, have a group on Facebook called Prison Wives, but I delete them out as they get out, and it was older people, and now it's just a few people in there, and everybody in there was actually wives and not wifeys.
I got you. Okay, I understand.
You know, wifey is the main chick, fiance, whatever. Wife is, you know, we already done did that.
We got the ring on.
Yeah, and they quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's quiet in that group, so I went and searched for other groups, you know, just to see, because I'm a first-timer, and I wanted to see, you know, what other people was doing and what I can help, you know, to bring to the situation to help someone else out. So.
Joe, is that all the ladies? We got all the ladies in.
Yeah, one more. Here we go, all the way from the 310. I believe it's Toya.
I'm Toya.
Oh, my bad. We got another one.
No. I was on another phone, and I switched phones.
Oh, she was on another phone.
Look at that. Well, all right, ladies, check this out.
Cool.
Ladies, let me just give you a fair warning. These next guys, yes, I said guys, yeah, they could get a little...
Let's do something with the ladies first before we bring the guys in.
No, we're done. But we're done. We're done with the ladies. But check this out. Ladies, I mean, I got to tell you, before these guys come in, let me just say, just don't mind them. This next guy was an FBI agent, and now he became a porn star. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Roosevelt.
I know.
What the hell?
Oh, God.
How do you go from an FBI agent to a porn star?
Right, that's what I was saying.
What the fuck?
Ro, do you want to explain? Well, you want to explain to the ladies how you go from the FBI to a porn star?
Yeah, intrigue me with this.
Right.
FBI make good money?
Were you bringing in the cigarettes and got caught, or?
Was that you, Ro?
What?
Ooh. Somebody asked were you the one bringing the cigarettes in and got caught.
Hell no.
Hurry up and tell us, because we want to know.
Nope. Don't nothing go up this ass. Sorry.
But if you was an FBI agent, you wouldn't have to put it up your ass. You could have
Exactly. You could just carry that shit in.
Wow.
No, she's
you done told us you putting some up your ass, so you got the pearls, the ass pearls. I mean,
what happened was
you giving us free information.
hell.
Because how you go from being an FBI agent making nice money to being a porn star?
A porn star.
Be for real.
I would like to play devil's advocate. I'm thinking porn star makes a lot of money. I
was just gonna say he probably make more money. Go, who else we got here?
Well, we gonna have to see the tape, because the only way he making more money being a porn star from an FBI agent, he got to be packing with the beefcake. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Wow.
You know how to use the beefcake.
Well,
you have to be major.
Joe, who else we got here?
Ladies, if you guys like freaky guys, this guy likes one freak. He likes 2 freaks. He likes 3 freaks. He likes 4 freaks. Shit, he likes 5 freaks.
Joe, we get
my God.
We don't want to hear nothing about no freestyle, man. Locked up.
That's what I'm saying. Just cut that out.
Welcome, Brett, to the show.
Really, me for real, really.
Not Red.
Okay, ladies, what do y'all think about Red's introduction? What do y'all think about Red's introduction?
I'm wondering, me, LaToya, wondering, like, why are we listening to porn stars and freaks when our men are locked up? We are faithful women. Well, let me speak for myself.
I am.
Too. Okay.
I've been with my husband for 4.5 years.
We are faithful
for real,
and loyal.
For real, I do want to say something to you ladies, though. I do want to say something. And I want to say that, hey, I respect y'all so much because it's so hard for a dude to find a female on the outside, a dude that's not locked up to find a real female to stay down for him. If y'all stay down with y'all's men while they're locked up, hey, I think that's real Rough Rider. That's a ride or die shit right there. And
but let me tell you something though. All men that's locked up are not real because I've seen it happen so many times that the girls will ride with them and then when they get out, they dump them and go to some other people. And this just happened to one of the girls that's in my group.
That happens a lot.
Every weekend, they call us the regulars because we there. It's to the point they was doing the token system I'm in Florida, and I leave my house because I'm like 45 minutes away. Me and my kids, we up at 1 a.m. getting dressed. We down there at the prison like 3:30 a.m. aside the park in the street because we can't go on the property until 7:30. So a guard come out at 7:30. Yeah, the guard come out at 7:30 and give us a gold token with a number on it, 1, and it may say Saturday or Sunday, depends on what day. And that means that's your spot in line. Literally getting dressed at the gas station because we there so early, so we get our token, leave, and go put on our clothes at the gas station or in the parking lot, brushing your teeth and bringing water. Then, getting in there, and then they put you out, or you can't wear this, you can't wear that. Women go through this all the time. Come Saturday, Saturday and Sunday.
Well, you guys are lucky because
True.
And then they get out, and then the man get with somebody else.
Yeah. See, we used to have to line up at City Hall at 10 o'clock in the evening. People would literally go and rent mobile homes.
Yeah, they camp out there, trying to get in line because it be so many people. So now we can't go both Saturday and Sunday. You have to, whatever number your DC number is now, you go.
See, Alabama. See, my husband. See, I'm in Georgia. My husband's locked up in South Alabama. I have to leave. I have to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning and drive because he's down in Atmore and drive almost 6 hours. Yeah, I drive almost 6 hours down there, and then I get to visit about 4 hours, depending how quick they get us in there, and then drive all the way back. One good thing, though, because like you guys were just saying about the, other people coming in and seeing, one benefit with us being married, he can't have any other females on his visitation list.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about. What?
Wow. If he's married, he can't have another non-family member female on his list. Because I hear, I see that.
Can, but mine's not. He's even his outside baby mamas. He have outside.
There you go.
And he say, if you want to come and see me, you got to talk to Toya. But they won't come to me with it, but they'll write him and ask him. Because my thing, you don't need to look in his face. If you want your kids to go, you send them with his mama, you send them with me. You don't need to look in his face for what?
Right.
But what I'm in California. You can put some money on his books, please. You can do that.
I see that in the group all the time. The people out in California, out west talking about that, different women. I said, I'm so glad that Alabama, that's one thing. Because I'm telling you, I'd be out in the parking lot beating somebody's ass.
I'm from Alabama. I'm from the SEL. Shout out Selma. What's good? What's poppin'?
Atmore is like 2 hours from us, so hey, we know what
no doubt. So shout out to Alabama. But
I'm okay.
Hey, Joe, who else? Hold on, Joe. Who else we got in here?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let me get everybody in.
Ladies and gentlemen, you could catch this guy 30 minutes after Raw goes off the air. He is the host of the Uncensored Show and the CEO of WCC. Put your hands together and make some noise for Chris. Yeah!
For the first time, it's going down history, baby. New 3-6 Mafia.
Hey, Chris.
I'm saying, I would like to say that I'm so lucky right now because my dude is actually home. He got home in October, and I really was trying to have him call. I was actually trying to have him call in and listen to the show, right? Now, if he would have heard porn star and all of that, he would have flipped the hell out, okay? So I'm glad he was like.
Oh, I know. My husband would have been like, what the fuck, Jamie?
It would have been a wrap.
Chris, welcome to the show. Remember, all the ladies are coupled up. You heard everything that's been said, about what's going on in the prison life. Them waiting for letters. Is there any question you would like to ask?
Them having sex in the prison yard, in the prison, on the floor, in the bathroom.
I mean, we didn't even. We weren't going to talk about that.
I don't know nothing about that. I won't even ask that.
But like I was talking about, it's disrespect because our kids be out there running around.
Thank you.
And then you look over, somebody's bent over the table. Or you let your child go in the bathroom and someone is in there on the bathroom floor.
Oh, see, they don't even let you.
Why are you laying on these people's floor? It's dirty.
They don't even let you go to the bathroom. They have a guard when you go to the bathroom down there. They have a guard that comes in there and checks you when you go in the bathroom when you come out.
Well, they in the bathroom.
Oh my God! I'm in California, so it's different. Like you do get to go, like the inmate goes to the bathroom, but he don't go to the same bathroom as the visitors do.
That's here in Florida.
Yeah, that's how it is in Alabama. They have to go back down the hall.
Right. And they strip you out.
Let's get the rest of the people in here real quick. Joe, who else we got in here? Let me get them in real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's one of our regular own, all the way from the East Coast. I love you, Miss Queen B.
Queen, welcome to the show. Queen, I'm sorry, you still don't have theme music. I don't know why that is. They don't give you no theme music. That's messed up, Queen. Welcome to the show, Queen. Queen, my understanding is you as well was with someone that was in the prison, correct?
Yeah, I was 7 months pregnant when my boyfriend went to prison, and he has 32 years. And I was waiting for the first year, for the first maybe even 2 years. My son is 4 now. For the first 2 years, I was like, I'm waiting, I'm ready to die. And then all of a sudden, I'm at work one day, and we're talking about something random, the shipyard. And I'm like, my baby daddy used to work at the shipyard. And they like, what? What's his name? I said, Kelly Burt. And she was like, this is a small world. My niece think her daughter is his child. And her daughter is 4 years old. So I'm like, he was messing around before he went to prison. And I tried, and then his family, the mess with his family and everything, and I got to the point where I felt like I'm here for you, and I'm always here. And you're never committed to me, and you're in prison. And that was a problem for me. And even down for my son, I asked him, like, you're in here fighting and you're in here doing things, and you expect me to wait for you. Putting our feelings aside, do you want your son to be waiting 32 years when his father's not doing anything that he's supposed to be doing to want to get from behind those prison walls? So that's why I decided that I wasn't waiting. But I was in love, don't get me wrong, but it comes to a point where the man has to be committed just like the woman has to be committed. And he
I agree.
That's why I'm lucky.
I always say you got to put yourself first. You can't be unhappy.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's what Sex Battle is about, uplifting women anyway. That's what the show is about. We do this every week. We uplift women. Joe, I know we got one more person that's sitting out there. Hold on 1 second. If you ever want to join us on Sex Battles, all you got to do is call 760-569-7676. That's 760-569-7676. enter the code 200446 and press the pound key, and you'll be able to talk like everybody else. If you don't press the pound key, I don't know where you're going to go, but you won't come in here. But that's how all of us got into this show. We do this show every Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're running a little late. Sometimes that happens. Joe, who else we got waiting to get in here?
Ladies and gentlemen, this next cat, he likes to speak his mind. That's why we see eye to eye on this. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kenny himself.
Viewer discretion is advised.
What's happening?
Wait a minute. You call that theme music?
Wow. What's up, Ken? You hear what we talking about? You hear
everybody
Ken. Ken, can you imagine being in prison while your girl is out on the outside? Like, can you imagine that?
Well, I mean, I know homeboys, and I know a cousin that was in situations like that. I could tell you some stories.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Lil Wayne, yeah.
Chris, you stupid. That dude retarded, man.
Well, luckily, my man's not a cartoon character like that, so I'm good.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I said it. I love Wayne, but I'm just saying, like, I got me a real one, so I'm good.
Joe, we got everybody. Oh, so here go the doorbell. Somebody just came in here. Joe, answer that doorbell for me, please.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Hey, bro, come
in. Might be FedEx.
Come in, bro.
No.
Come in.
It's your bro.
No, thank you for the mail. Now you can go.
Hey, Ron, come in. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, whose CDC numbers on it? Whose CDC numbers on it?
Hello, Ron.
550-699.
Anytime I walk into a conversation where they're talking about ass raping in prison and must be
what are you talking about?
We'll talk about
anything about that. Ass raping.
We'll talk about that destination.
He heard something he wanted to hear. Ron, welcome to the show. We're talking to the ladies of inmates, like prison wives, and someone's even engaged. We have the girlfriends in here. Is there any question you would like to ask them, Ron? You had the floor, sir.
The only question I have is, how do y'all do it? How, and I mean, honestly,
keep yourself busy.
Lots of prayers.
Prayed up.
And I feel like if you really want to be somebody, it don't matter if you want to be with them. If you wait a year, or if you wait 200 years, if you want to be with that person, you finna rock with them till the motherfucking wheels fall off.
Right, because like I was trying to say, Stacey, my husband too have some might be kids, and they look like I had them. They look just like my little girl, and they mom's black, and I'm light skinned, and my little 2-year-old girl and these two possibility outside kids look just like them. And I stayed. Some people said they wouldn't, but you can't say what you wouldn't and would do until you put in that situation. I chose to stay, and I hear, girl, it wouldn't be me. Girl, it wouldn't be me. But the thing about it, your man is out free and still is not laying in your bed at night. You out.
Wow.
As far as like I tell my homegirl, I know where my man at every night. I know what he doing. I ain't gotta stress like you. I know what he
It's hard, but it's not. And like I say, my husband going to jail was a blessing and a curse, because it could have been worse. And it's like now our bond is even stronger because he's locked up, but he's away and missing his little girl grow up. So it's a blessing and a curse. Some of them.
So, Netta, I know you're the head of the group and everything, and you brought all of these women together. I want to give some hope. Netta, you with me?
Yes, absolutely.
We're going to give some hope. Netta,
for real.
the day your man came home, what was the experience like? What was that like?
Best day ever. Like, so, first of all, it was like no time had passed. That's what I was going to say. Someone was like, how do we do it? You know what? That man makes it easy for me to do it. That's how we do it. Like, he makes it, like, I love that man to death. And before he went in, like, that man rode for me like I ride for him. You feel me?
Right.
Like, I didn't, even now, like, I don't have to, like, if something happens to me, and I know he's got me. You know what I'm saying? I know. And right now we're not able to live together because, legal issues. The journey doesn't end when they come home. It's my favorite saying, right? It's just a different leg of the journey. But if I need something, that man is there. So that's how he makes it easy for me. It couldn't be no other way. So to me, it wasn't it sucked and I cried and there was nights, you know what I'm saying? But there was no other option for me. I was... I love him with everything I have. You know what I mean? Like, he makes it easy.
Right. Mhm.
Well,
but the day he came home,
said it. Go ahead, man.
It was amazing, and the best part of it was sharing it with these girls. The girls who were here, and I don't know if there's any of them on the phone right now that were there, but they were the first ones to tell me, is he there yet? Where's he at? Have you heard from him? Like, it made it so...
Man.
It was
I was on the page with you when he
fun.
came home.
And see, and that's why, I won't... that's why I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was like, I hope you don't disappear when he comes home. I'm like, no, because I still got to wait for y'all's men to come home. We got to share all this together. You know what I mean? Because it was so awesome. You know what I mean? Like, everybody was like, pictures. And then, they're so supportive, like, commenting. And then I remember I posted a picture of him with his shirt on because, ain't nothing better than fresh out. That's all I'm going to say, okay? That girl was... The girls was like, can you please post a picture of that man with his shirt on because our men are still not home yet. Because what we must remember is they have been working out the whole time they're in there. Lord have mercy. The business, okay? I'm just saying.
I mean, is there anything, I ain't asking nothing private or anything, but is there anything he told you when he came home that just made you light up?
If we do that, y'all have to pay me a whole lot of money because it's not made for TV. Okay.
You know what? When he was in there, I went to court with them. The worst day was he was out on bail first, and when they handed him that sentence. He had to turn himself back in, which was completely awful. I don't know if it's worse just to get that call they're busted or to have that anticipation knowing they're going. I don't know what's worse, okay? But when he turned himself in, I went to court with them, and it was awful, right? But while he was in there, he kept telling me, he was doing everything possible to come home to me. I heard the judge tell him 80%. My dude came home in 30% time. So he was supposed to do 4 years. He got home in 14 months, and he was out here in Cali. I don't know if they got it everywhere, but I know they got it here. They have what they call fire camp. So he was out there fighting fires. So for everyone who wants to talk smack on prison dudes, they're protecting you as well. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where your man is at. My man was fighting fires.
Yeah, they don't have that down here.
And my man right now, he's at my man right now, he's at Folsom Minimum Support Camp, and he goes out and do construction. He's building no museums. So when you walk into a building, you want to talk to you about an inmate. 9 times out of 10, they didn't build that building.
On the road.
On the road,
build a highway or overpath or something like that. They did something. Dug a ditch, cut some grass. They working the hell out of them.
How much time do all your guys, your husbands have, if you don't mind me asking?
My husband has 452 days, 9 hours, 6 minutes, and 32 seconds.
She is counting the minutes and hours. I heard that.
I didn't count the minutes and hours, but I have 497 days with 96 days left.
And on that note, I'd like to thank whoever developed apps specifically designed for people like us. So I'm just saying.
Exactly.
There you go.
They got apps that handle that for us.
Are you guys like is your guys' husbands on state time, or is it fake time?
You brought that up, Netta.
State. Mine is doing state time.
Mine is doing state time.
Mine was doing state time as well.
State time. Yeah, state time.
See, mine's doing state time too, but my husband's got life.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My husband's been down almost 18 years.
Ooh, I had to
I'm complaining about 9 years.
Where was the applause for that? I'm just saying, like.
Exactly. I mean, wow. That just.
And not one
I was going to ask a question. You just completely took my question and threw it out the window.
I have been. I knew him on the street. I knew him on the streets, and we've been in contact this whole entire time. We've been together 4.5 years as a couple and been married 2 years in November.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yep.
But how I get by sometimes at night being that my husband was a dope boy, I'll say, oh, he just out on the beach. He out hustling. You know, I put it, you know, you find yourself trying to find any way possible to ease it or get your mind off it. Oh, next year this time. And then my license expires next year in July, so I'm like, oh, next year in July, that'll be 14, so December be right around the corner. Little stuff like that helps a lot. You'll be surprised at the stuff.
Oh, yeah. We got set off.
And comfort. Just, you know.
He went up for parole in November of 2011 and got set off another 5 years, and we got married a week to the day after he got set off 5 years.
Wow.
Like I knew when we got married that he wasn't coming home.
What's his max out time?
Wow.
They don't have a max out time here. Like, he got life with possibility. He goes home whenever they decide to let him go home.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So did y'all have, those who have children with some of these men, were you pregnant and then they went to prison, or
my children are not his kids. Like I said, we were friends on the streets, and we stayed in contact, you know, as friends. And then I divorced, and he got back in contact with me, and we just hit it off, and just hit it off. And my kids absolutely love him. They go down there with me to see him.
I found out 2 days after he went to jail I was pregnant.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
And my daughter is now 8.
Just turned 1 when he went. So.
I mean, I don't have children with my current man, but this isn't my first rodeo either, right? Like,
yeah.
My ex was in and out for 6 years, and I was actually pregnant with twins, and I would be going up there to visit, standing in line in the summer. It was awful, but you do what you got to do.
Exactly.
My current man is so completely different. What he was in there for weapons charges, but the way it went down, like, that wasn't even his gun. It was just in the house with him. But because he had a felony 10 years ago, the felon around a firearm, that's an automatic.
Yeah.
There's automatic mandatory minimum.
Ladies, I got a lot of people that's listening to you right now. One by one, I'm going to go around to all of you. One by one, if you had something to say to a fellow prison wifey that's listening to you right now, what would you say to them?
Can you ask me by name so we won't all speak at once?
Well, why don't you start it then, since you Go ahead, you can start it. I'll let Netta go last. Netta go last. So okay.
I'll start it. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you feel like you're obligated to do it. If you're not happy, you have to be happy within yourself and have to have self-esteem within yourself. And do it because don't do it because you feel like this is your only option. Do it because you're in love with this person. Do it because you know you're their backbone as well as they're yours. And you have to do this to let them know it's actually somebody that actually cares about them. Like in my situation, I'm the only one that go visit him like that damn near every weekend. I'm the one that put money on his book. I'm the one that makes sure he got a package. I'm the one that sends stamps. I'm the one that, you feel me, putting money on the phone. It gets expensive, don't get me wrong. But if you're going to do it for all the right reasons. Don't do it because you feel like you're stuck. I'm doing this because I love this man beyond death. This is my best friend. I would do anything in this world for this. But this man, I know he'll do the same for me. So if you're going to do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you feel like you have to do it. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Okay, next. I like that.
If I was going to say something to any prison wifey, I would say, first of all, take it day by day. When day by day seems like too long, take it minute by minute, because once you're back in his arms, one day this will all be just a memory that you will look back on, and it'll be nothing. It'll be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So don't let yourself get down, because every day you make it through is one day he's closer back to you. You feel me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say the same thing, Ms. LaToya. Keep the faith, put God in it, and like I always say, it's a blessing and a curse for me. And the bond should be stronger by the time he come out, because you actually getting to know each other all over again. So don't let nobody discourage you and say what they wouldn't do, what they shouldn't do, because even though your man locked up, their situation might be worse than yours. So keep God in it every night at 10 o'clock, our time, Florida time. No matter what, me and my husband, we stop what we're doing and pray. He's there, I'm here. So first and foremost, you have to keep God in it. It's hard. Like she says, expensive. The money. I'm the only one go see him every weekend, me and my kids. His folks have every kind of excuse. So do what you have to do and know you're doing it from the heart and not doing it for show. Then it'll all work out if it's meant to be. And if it's not, you did what you're supposed to do and let God handle the rest.
There you go. I like that.
Amen.
And let me add, excuse me, because a lot of guys and other people, like with the negative stuff, I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that. At the end of the day, they did what they did, and now they are doing their time. Leave them the fuck alone and let them do their time and come home. They still human. Everybody makes a mistake. You're not perfect just because you haven't got caught up in what you're doing as of yet. Don't look at them and look down on them, because they are still human and they're doing their time, and let them be.
We all make mistakes.
Right.
Can't nobody cast no stone. You got to take it.
I don't. I'm a princess.
I start quoting scripture. I'm a star. Okay. Who else is back? Who else got something to say? We're going to end with Netta. We're going to let Netta go live.
I'm going to say it, stay strong, and pray.
Even though I'm not a wife, but me and him are still friends, and I want to comment on something one of the girls say. It is, make the decision you're going to make. If you decide to stick by that person, that's what you need to do. Don't think you can go do your thing and then still stick by that person. That is one thing you can't do. And I made the decision for myself. And I told him, they say watch what you say to men in prison, but I felt like this was my best friend. I had to express how I truly felt to him.
Right.
And for me, my house got kicked in when my brother was going through it. And my brother got, he won't be out to 2046. So this has to stop for my son. So I had to tell him, even though I love you to death, my son comes first right now, and he needs a better role model in his life. And he said, you know what? He got mad at me for a minute, but then he came back like, I truly understand what you're saying. My son, it got to stop here. And I told him, I tried to stick by you. I love you, but I'm still going to always be there for you if you need me. But we got to do better for our son, and he agreed with me. So if you're going to stick by somebody, do that. But don't play with their emotions, and don't sugarcoat. Be as honest as you can with them, because it's not a good feeling at all.
Yeah, I don't sugarcoat. I say honest all the time. I'm not a candy maker, and I'm going to say just how I feel.
Because Because like he tells me,
I made a decision to stay, and I haven't cheated on him since we've been together. Right. But yes, he have cheated on me. But that what he do, I don't have to do that. Two wrongs don't make a right, and he paying for his mistakes now. Because being that he was a cheater when he was out, now his conscience get the best of him sometimes, and he called me in his feelings. Look, you know what you got. You know what you left. You know I'm not like that, so don't be sitting because you got time to think what you did, and now you in your feelings, and you want to call me. No. And I don't get that.
Did Elise speak yet?
No, I'm here.
Okay, Elise, what if you have something to say, what would you say to them? Like, we're going around the room, so I'm trying to get everybody in.
I agree with everything everybody is saying. I guess the only thing I would really say is that everything is not peaches and cream. Everything is not going to be on the up and up. Everything is not. It's just that's just not how it works. I can tell you how many arguments me and my husband have. I can tell you how many times I've left his ass because I can't deal with it sometimes. And that sometimes you need that space because you need time to reflect on what you need to do in your life. And then I give him time to decide what he needs to do. And I remind him, you have a child out here. Me and him, we only have one kid. And my daughter is the most important thing. And I have to remind him, everything I do is for my child and then you. My child comes first before anything. And I have to remind him, everything is just, I read a lot of things, not just in Prison Wifeys, but in other groups. And I just read people, I guess, sort of put in their mate before their kids or their mate before themselves, and I kind of like, I don't think that could be me. And I try not to say nothing, but in myself, you just can't put them before you. You have to do for you first, because how are you gonna maintain his lifestyle if you can't maintain yours? So, I just graduated from college. I just graduated from college last year, so I had to kind of put him in the back burner so I can finish school. I couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
Right. Mine's in the back burner now because I'm school shopping, so all that $250 a month on your book. Nah, I'm buying school clothes, so you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to $100 and make it do what it do.
This is my last semester in college, and I told them when school starts, them writing the letters every week, that's going to have to stop, homeboy, because it's all about me at this point in time. I have to do this first. So you're going to have to be on the back burner. I'll write you, but it's not going to be
good thing my husband is understanding, because he said, make sure my kids in my house straight before you send me anything. Make sure my kids in the house straight. And then you do for me, because they have to feed me. So he's very understanding, and he's not demanding of anything.
Right.
But I make sure he's straight, so he won't have to ask anybody for a stamp or some noodles or whatever wham-whams is. Whatever that is, don't ask for it.
I think my husband has grown as a person. I like my family. We go on trips every 2 years. We go on cruises, and we'll be going to one in 2 weeks. He has grown since he's been there, and now he writes me and says, you know what, baby, don't send me no money, because I know you're struggling. Save your money up for your trip. I'm leaving in 2 weeks. So he's like, you deserve it. You work very hard. I'm always at work. I stay at work Monday through Friday, work 12, 13 hours straight. Saturday and Sunday is my day for my child, and right now we can't go see him, so we do things at home. So I've seen progress in him since, he's been there since he was 19. He just turned 29 now. So I've seen him grown, and I tell everybody, I tell my parents, I tell my family, you can't tell me that he has not changed. He can't tell me he's changed. When he comes home, then I can see it with my own eyes. Right. Until then, I see him growing, but I can't see the change until he's home.
Right, and that's what I tell my husband. I see the progress you're making, and that's why I always say it's a blessing and a curse. But, however, I won't know, is this for real until you get out and put it to work. You can say it all day, but you done said a lot in the past and then turned around and did something else. So get out and show me. Show me the change. Put it to work.
Is there anyone who hasn't spoken other than Netta?
Have we heard from Maria? Netta spoke.
Oh, Netta, you did speak, didn't you? Hold on 1 second. Joe, we got a question from Twitter or Facebook?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is for the prison wifeys. And Marie, you can start off with this if you want. And it says, hey, ladies, this is from Tracy on Sex Battles. She says, hey, ladies, how do I tell my mom that I love him with all my heart and soul, but unfortunately he will be spending time in jail? Ladies, what's the best way to tell her or break it down to her family?
First of all, I'm going to say, is that her business? I don't know.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm really lucky because my mom loves my husband.
Mine
and before I even married him, she loved him. I mean, when I went to visit him, she went with me. She loves him. My parents love him, so they treat him better than his own family. So
okay, see, look,
for me, the day is what if she's not living with her mom, they're not taking care. Even if they were, I mean, you have to live your life. And look, Mom, that's who I love. That's who I'm with.
She grown. I mean, as long as you're grown, exactly.
He's doing his time. So that's who I choose. You're going to either like it or love it or not.
See, they have to accept it. They have to accept it, but I think at the same time, you still want to feel like you need to tell your parents. Let me tell you, I was 19. I was scared. You know, my mom and dad, they already knew my husband was going to jail. They knew whatever. But at the same time, my parents, they have been my backbone. They have been there through the good, the bad. When I got married to my husband, let me tell you, my dad drove me 5 hours so I could get married. Was he happy? No, he was not. My mom was my witness. My dad stood in the car, but he still drove me. It hurt me to my soul that my dad couldn't stand by my side. But I knew he wasn't happy with my decision. But my dad supported me. So, I understand where she's coming from.
And that's all she have to do is tell them. They don't.
Maria, did you answer the question? Did Maria get a chance to talk?
Maria hung up.
Oh, she hung up.
Her husband's calling.
Oh, okay.
So
I was just trying to make sure everybody.
And see, on my end, with my mom, I couldn't go visit my man the whole time he was busted. My mom did, though. She went to go visit him more than she would come to visit me if I was in jail. Knock it off, okay?
I was just going to say.
She rode him all the time.
I mean, I didn't get locked up or anything, but
that's just like me. That's just like me with my grandmother. Like, my mom is not here, God rest her soul, neither is my father. So my grandmother is my everything. She didn't been to visit with me. She didn't gave me money. Like, put money on the phone so he can call. She would beat me to the phone trying to talk to him. Like, it's a whole different thing. Like, to have that support, and it means a lot when you feel as though he's accepted. She done went half with me on his packages before. She do more for him. Sorry to say, knock on wood, than his own family do for him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'll go visit
family.
I'll go visit. She'll be like, I'll go visit. I take $50 in there every day to go visit. Saturday and Sunday, $100 for a weekend. She'll be like, here go $40. She'll be like, here go $40 for you to feed him this weekend.
Now, ladies, I know I'm listening to all of your conversations, everything you're saying. We got a short point of time, but okay, we had a conversation, and we were talking about COs and all of that kind of stuff, and, you know, I know y'all feel a certain way about certain COs. Is there any COs that, let's say, you look in a good light toward? Are they out there? I mean,
yes.
I heard the conversation, and I feel you. There's a lot of people that take their jobs and, I got a badge because I'm such and such. They do it where I work, so I know about it.
Shout out to Miss Baldo and Miss Morgan. Those are two COs.
Shout out to Miss Watts.
That's real, like, for real. She'll let, when he was in her building, Miss Baldo, she let him get on the phone anytime he wanted to. Like, one time he was feeling awful. She let him call me, and it's just, and one time we were going to go visit. I had a 10:30 appointment. She let me come in at 9 o'clock and still didn't terminate.
Wow.
So, I mean, you have them out. You have
them because I'm cool with the Captain Mellis. I'm cool with him, and he let me know what's what. So you have some of them.
Oh, yeah, there's some of the COs there.
There's a bit of them that's okay, but then here's the thing. They would be nice to us and be nasty to them.
Right.
So that you never know. I'll be like, oh, babe, she's so nice. She'll be like, man, but that bitch, she a bitch in the dorm, though. She don't give me no trouble, but she harass other people.
See, there's one of the sergeants that's there. She gives me a hard time, but she's nice to my husband.
Because she like him, see?
No.
Okay. I told her, I said, she either has a problem with white girls or she likes white men.
Now, here's a question. Here's a question everybody can answer. Answer nicely. Come on, ladies. If you had a chance to talk to the CO that, like Toya just said, just nasty. Don't treat your husband, your boyfriend right. He's just cutting the fool nicely. Listen to what I'm saying, nicely, ladies. Mm-hmm. What would you say to them?
Do you realize you have to get off work one day and I'm gonna catch you sleeping in this parking lot?
Thank you. I said nicely, Tracy.
That is nicely. That's nice.
Look, this just happened.
I've already had that conversation.
My husband, that the guard was being nasty and got off work, and they was waiting on him and killed him. Had somebody to wait on him.
Serious?
Then this other guard, he was young, wife pregnant, and he was, coming in, training, and letting the people that train him tell him to be hard and nasty and this, that, and they killed him in the prison. Yeah, so my thing is be mindful, because if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't want nobody to treat you wrong.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of them that get caught bringing the stuff in, end up in the same cell with some of the same inmates.
See, my husband's in a dorm. The only cells that they have in the prison that my husband's in is when they go to lockup.
Well,
and
mine's in a two-man cell. It's a big dorm and two of them in a room, so that.
See, no, they're in dorms. Like, they have bunk beds. There's 200 inmates in each dorm. He's in a medium max prison. He's in one of the roughest prisons in the state of Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
what city is he in?
He's in Atmore.
He's in Atmore, Alabama.
Yeah, that's down there by Mobile, Escambia County and all that.
Yeah.
He's down south.
So, that's where the feds send him to, so, yeah.
Anybody else have something to say to a CO, a nice way to anyone?
I would like to say thanks to the ones that are actually
nice
and treat them right and do their job and don't use their badge, as power.
No.
Hats off to them, applause to them, because there are some
nice people.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of the officers that are nice to them.
Okay, I was just checking because I ain't heard you say nothing.
If it was me, I would, I don't get to go visit, but you know what? I think that a lot of it, my dude doesn't bring things, he didn't bring things to me like that, like a lot of the stuff that goes on in there. Now, at the same time, I know my dude, and I knew, even before he went in, I knew he was going to get right. Like, he's already about to get off parole and everything in October. Like, he hasn't had not one dirty test, not one violation.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Mine
that's
even.
Good.
Mine
so I knew he was gonna walk straight. Okay, so being in there, his whole mindset. If you got a real one, you got a real one, and his whole mindset was to come home, like real shit.
My husband didn't have, the first time he went up for parole, he didn't have not one write-up, because the first time he went up for parole, he was in there for 7 years. He didn't have the first write-up, no dirty urine, anything, the first time he went up in 7 years. Got denied. Denied.
My husband, I know he want to come home because, first of all, he's a violent offender. And he hasn't had no write-up in so long, he wound up being a level 1. Now he's over there in the ranch. And we thought he would never
That's
step
how
foot.
my is. That's how my
we thought he would never step foot in the ranch.
Exactly.
Like if me and mine argue, like
to us that's on the outside. To us that's on the outside. Hold on, one second. I'm gonna get to you, Toy. That they're ignorant of what y'all talking about because you said the ranch. What is the ranch? Explain that to us. What are you talking about?
The ranch is It's a facility on the prison ground still. It's only, I think, about 75 to 100 inmates there. You have your own space. You basically in your own room. And it's an open scene. He gets to walk out and stay outside till 9 o'clock at night. He gets to wash his own clothes in a washer and dryer. He gets to go get his own ice when he good and goddamn ready to. He gets to work on the street. He doesn't work in the facility. He gets to the van every morning at 7:30, and he rides to Arco Arena, which is the big basketball arena or whatever, and clean up the arena and do the road.
So the ranch, what you're saying is the ranch is like
good behavior. If you're doing good, no trouble.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
Good dorm, an honor dorm or something.
Right. He's minimum one. He's minimum one. That's the lowest you can possibly go.
My husband's getting ready to get moved. My husband just had his restriction moved out of his jacket to where he can be moved to one of those in November.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's how I knew he was thrilled about coming home, because we didn't think he was going to ever get over there. And by the grace of God, he got over there. It's been a week this Tuesday. He's been over there.
Awesome.
That's exactly what happened with my dude. He has 2 strikes. So when he was arrested previously, like 10 years ago, it was all violent. And when they first take him into the county, he wears. I don't know if they do it like that everywhere, but over here they wear wristbands. Whatever color wristband is like your housing level. Like you white, that's general population, right? If you're blue, you don't want to be blue because that's PC'd up. Nobody wants to be PC'd up. So, and he was orange, which basically doesn't get along well with others, right? For him to go to camp, and to have that mindset of, okay, look, this motherfucker's tripping, but I'm not going to knock this nigga out right now because my girl is, just a couple months away. You feel me? And that's what he would tell me, was I'm coming home to you. That's all. That's why I'm here. To work in that fire camp, he had to pass tests. They didn't just say, okay, we're going to lower your restrictions, go ahead and go. Nah, he had to do chin-ups and climb mountains, and, it's crazy, and so he did all that, and everything that he passed, he was like, that was for you, I passed for you, I passed for you, I passed for you. I'm like, oh, and finally he got over there, and as soon as he gets to that camp, that lowers his time more. And then meanwhile, while he's there, he's getting paid. Now, he has the option when he comes out to continue working as a fireman.
Oh, that's what's up. I didn't know that.
Right.
I didn't know
that. My brother he'll be out of 2046. Now, my brother went in as an orange. He's a accomplice to a murder. So he's been in maximum security since he got locked up. And he's been locked up for 7 years. Now, we're fighting now because what they're doing is he's been on good behavior since he's been in. He hasn't, gotten a fight or anything, but they won't take him down to a lower level.
What they could have done to him, being that he's an accessory to a murder, they might have a point. They might have a point cap on him. A point cap is where, let's say, for example, they might not let him go below. Let's say, for example, they may not let him go below 19 points. That might be a point cap, being that what he's in there for. Now, for example, they might not let him ever go to a fire camp or a ranch, but they might let him go to a level 2. That's still a dorm kind of setting, but they probably will have to have a point cap on him. And they're probably going to want him in there longer than 7 years before they consider him to lower his points to where he can move to a different level, being that what his crime was.
Yeah.
What state are you in?
Do they have something like classification officer there?
Virginia. See, a different state. See,
you
Alabama in the South, you have to figure out what state, because here in Georgia and Alabama, they don't have the point caps and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you really need to pay attention to man, I'd be on it. My dude's not even.
Because they don't have an accessory charge in Georgia or Alabama.
Florida,
I know that.
Like if you pay
my mom is on it, but I know I just wanted to know for myself. My mom has been on it, and she's trying to figure it out, but I didn't really understand.
That's
what was you going to say, Netta?
Like I know here in
officer.
I know here in Cali. I know here in Cali, like there's so much going on right now that they have to release 10,000 inmates by December.
Yeah, Alabama, they're pressing that too because we're at 200% overcrowded in the state of Alabama right now.
And
they started in Florida, and I think they're supposed to have been passed the law for non-offenders and child predators. Excluded, but the rest of them non-violent.
Always remember, laws change every day, and that could change when he's coming home. Like for real,
right?
Like if
Netta, is there like you were talking about the apps earlier? We getting close to our time to wrap up, but is there apps or websites that you could throw out that people who
pretty much a lot of us are very familiar. You know, a lot of links. How I found my first page for women inmate connection was off of JPay. I'm pretty much everybody's familiar with JPay. If you send money to an inmate, you sending it through JPay. Some letters through just JPay.
In Alabama, you can't do that anymore.
Oh, so there's a JPay.
Where in Florida, you can't do Western Union anymore. You just do strictly JPay and MoneyGram.
But if you go
to
to JPay,
the green dot cards in Virginia.
Well, what I mean
if you
is
go
like
to JPay, they have to different places. You know what I mean?
So we have to use access deposits in the state of Alabama. That's the only thing we can use.
Oh yeah, see, we use. I'm in California. They have JPay.
I use JPay too.
JPay also have an app, and you can go on there and use the JPay app and put money.
But it's different things. They can Google like inmates and loved ones. It's like this fan page. I love my inmates. They have a lot of stuff on there, and
I think as for me too, with
stamps and like JPay, you can send letters through JPay. The mail goes directly to them instead of buying stamps. You just put the little money on JPay, and you can write them on JPay now. You can do that, I know. But
that's not in every state, though, because it wasn't in Cali for the longest. The whole time my dude was busted, there was no JPay letters. I wished for JPay also has video visiting, and I couldn't. They don't offer that here in Cali either. So it depends on what state you're in.
Cali does offer the JPay letters.
Right. Cali does now, but they didn't always.
No, I know that.
Okay, now I got a question from my Sex Battles page, and I'm gonna ask it to y'all real quick. Somebody on Sex Battles asks, and I think I heard somebody say they were. Somebody asks, is there any prison wifeys that are MWI, which is met while incarcerated? Yeah.
No,
I'm not. No, that would.
I don't think none of us on the phone is, but there are.
What is it?
But
while he was locked up.
Met while incarcerated.
Met while incarcerated.
Netta, do you have any in the group, or do you know?
Do I have any what in the group? I'm sorry.
MWI.
They're MWI.
Yeah, we have a lot of MWIs in the group.
And how do they meet? Like, is it on the internet?
It's different ways.
It's a website for pen pals.
Facebook even has groups for pen pals.
I can tell you how a lot of them meet. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, not only just with pen pals, a lot of these men have cell phones and they're on chat sites. I'll be straight up. These men are meeting by chat sites. They're different areas.
Another way, like when I be on the phone with my husband, dudes will walk up, hey, bro, ask your old lady if you have a friend.
Exactly.
Baby, this is not the dating game. No.
Tell your wife to hook me up with one of her friends.
Yeah. No.
Wait, there's somebody in the background.
I know
somebody in the background.
For example, she went to go visit her brother, and there was another guy out there visiting his mom or something, And he asked the girl brother, "Can you put me on with your sister?" And that's how they met like that too.
Yeah, like
I had two friends.
Somebody. Yeah, it's crazy.
I had a friend that my husband sent, because the same thing, put me with one of your friends, and she had my husband sent me a picture of a guy that he was locked up with, and they've been together 4.5 years. He got out. He'd done a 16-year sentence. He came home in March, and they're moving to Gulf Shores on the 14th of this month. They were together for 4.5.
My husband won't even go that far. He know we don't play the dating game, because if it don't work out, you're not looking at us like, well, you
right.
No.
Now, Christy Lewis
met, in prison.
Christy Lewis is on our Sex Battles page, and she asks, are there any wifeys in Oklahoma that travel to Colorado? And if so, send her a message. Do any of y'all travel?
She can join the page and find
tell her to look up our page, because then she would go into the group and post up and that. Because honestly, we have like over 200 members, and just since the show went on, we've got like let me look again, but they're popping up on my phone as we speak.
I'm gonna go get the link. I'm gonna share that link.
Where everybody go? All the men left? They don't have no more questions? We intimidated them or something?
Well, ladies, I would like to say you all keep your head up. It's a long road ahead of us.
I think we still have some guys in here. Guys, you still in here?
My question for you guys, if your old lady was locked up girlfriend, would you all support and ride with them?
Yes, good question.
Damn. Hey, don't talk all at once, fella. Don't talk all
don't talk all at once like we do.
fellas, the ladies want to know. They want to know if your significant other was locked up, would you stick with them? Honestly, fellas.
No, because me,
and be faithful.
All right, go, Kenny. You got this, Kenny. Go.
Oh, wow. So you ladies, that's a no, right?
Hold on. Let me talk. Damn.
Kenny is actually one of our good guys. He's a good guy. So, yeah.
I'm going to say this. It depends on what she did to get in there.
Here we go.
Now,
that's crazy.
Right.
Let me tell you, when I tell you my dude had me no matter what, I've been in jail, and my dude did accept my calls. He did come to see me. He did all that. So yeah, I've been in jail, and he did all that. So he had me. So again, if you got a real one, you got a real one. I don't know.
If I had been with my husband when he got stopped, if anybody would have been in prison, it would have been me.
Okay. I told him that. I don't.
It would have been me, because I know he would have held it down and he would have made sure the kids and all this was straight. That's not putting him before, but since he done been a repeat offender, that's why. And first of all, he wouldn't have went, because I would have been cuffing and sticking and tucking and all that.
I told him that too. If it was to happen, if I was with him, I'd have took the rap for it, because I don't have no felonies, no nothing. I never even been step foot in the jailhouse. So I would.
You're listening to Sex Battles. We're talking to prison wifeys, girlfriends, wives, fiancés of prison inmates. Join us every Wednesday. We do this about 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you got to do is call 760-569-7676. That's 760-569-7676. Enter the access code 200446. That's 200446. Press the pound key. Make sure you press pound key, because if you don't, you won't get into the conference. You never know what we're talking about. Please go like Sex Battles. That's our Facebook page. Also, if you're on Twitter, go and follow at WCC Live. the ladies' page that they're talking about is Prison Wifeys. That's right. I've been looking at y'all page for a good little minute now. I like the page.
Are you stalking us?
Right.
I'm not stalking y'all,
you shouldn't even have access to it. You're not a wife.
Yeah, it's called Prison.
Black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose.
What?
Good day, sir.
Fellas, you see how they feel about us looking at their page. But ladies, if you're looking for support, some help, I'm sure Netta and the rest of the ladies will open their arms and invite you into their family. The page is Prison Wifeys on Sex Battles. I'm actually right now posting this in my Sex Battles page right now. I'm posting it. So if you're a fan of Sex Battles and you're one of those 241 likes, thank you to everybody that's liked the page so far. All you have to do is go to our Sex Battles page on Facebook and like it. And you can find Prison Wifeys very easily because I'm posting about them right now, about the show. Netta, is there anything, lastly, that you would like to say to anyone that's out there going through what these ladies have been going through?
I would just like to say, you know what, keep your head up, hit us up. We're absolutely down to support, and absolutely no judgment because we get that a lot. But you know what? We already know what it's about. We got you.
Right.
Hey, that's what's up. Joe, I think that's it, bro. Take us out of here. Hey, don't forget, come right back, y'all. The conference going to kick you out. We're going to do an after show right after this. Joe, take us home, man.
Wake the fuck up.